Hello and welcome to my first sketchbook session. This one's probably going to be pretty short, but you can just put it on while you draw or something. I'm just going to start off by making like a doodle of my original character because I don't know what else to do, and that's definitely who I draw most by far. Her name is Sabrina, and she's like a werewolf demon sorta, and her ears are different sizes because, I don't know, I wanted to make it less symmetrical. She has one horn here. And this looks pretty sketchy. I've been finding my style more lately, so I've noticed I'd like to do less stuff with pencil as much, and I've been moving more towards lining it afterwards with micron, or putting down a layer of pink colored pencil first. Honestly, this sketchbook session thing might be kind of a flop. I'm not sure. My sketchbook tours haven't gone great, and it's mostly my YouTube shorts that have been really popular. But I don't know why I'm not as good as making those. It's probably because my longer videos are heavily unedited. By heavily unedited means I don't edit them, because I don't have a video editor. Wow, her eyes look messed up, and I can draw eyes better than that. I don't know what it was about those eyes, but I'm just holding this camera with one hand because I don't have my tripod with me, and that's at home. I had to go off camera to fix her eyes, and they're looking a lot better now. I'm just realizing I'm not going to be able to fit her entire body on the page, and that's unfortunate. My camera might also blur out from time to time, since I don't actually have a very good camera. I'm just using my phone camera, and I'm not sure if it's a standard phone camera or a bad phone camera. This also might just stop at the end, with no outro, or without seeming like it's a good place to stop, because that's when my phone ran out of battery storage, and then I'll probably post a part 2 a little later. It's kind of hard to film YouTube videos when my phone just doesn't want me to. It just wants me to take pictures of food? I don't know. Selfies? What do people take pictures of? Yeah, I guess I'll tell you a little bit more about Sabrina. I'm still figuring out hairstyles for her. I haven't been sure about going with either two pretty long braids and a ponytail, or just loose, or just the ponytail. I think I'm gonna just do the braids and the ponytail today. But yeah, she's the protagonist of the story, the main story I'm working on, which isn't a comic, because I've learned I don't have a great time with comics. I just don't like doing them, and I always then just look for shortcuts on how to make it go faster, and I hate making them so much. Despite the fact I made an entire series simply about my cats. But that was a really simplified style of mine, and cats are just kind of easy to draw. Even though I used to only draw cats when I was younger, and I am very bad because I haven't drawn since then. So my automatic urge to when I draw cats is to draw cats how I did when back then, and I drew cats badly back then. Yeah, so she's the protagonist for a novel that, I know this is probably not going to happen, but I always ended up thinking that it would be the best as a TV show, because I always picture it like a TV show, and then I try to write it with words. But it's also really hard to get your own TV show. I'm not very good at animation. lots of things. So it'll probably end up with like, as like just a text novel. It's just, she's the protagonist. I'm trying to combine something that's like edgy with something that's like really like wholesome. Like my biggest inspirations, and this is gonna sound weird, like how these two things could ever like be combined, but my two biggest inspirations are Has Been Hotel and Ghibli movies. Because Has Been Hotel is, as you probably know if you've been on my channel for any amount of time, you probably know I have a problem, like a extreme like fixation on that show, and I like grew up on Ghibli movies. They're like so pretty, and like I just love like watching them. So I don't know how I'm even gonna attempt to combine them, because the story like is about Grim Reapers. She's a Grim Reaper. I figured there'd be like multiple, like a lot, because there are like tons of people that die. I've said like so many times in this, and it's bothering me. I think I'm gonna do hands on the hips and then holding her scythe. Yeah, and I think she's pretty, I haven't completely figured out her personality yet, but I'm really happy with her design, actually. Maybe I will fit her entire body on here. Or, no, yeah, that looks kind of bad. It looks fine on camera, but it looks bad when I'm looking at it in person. This is also taking me a lot longer than I thought it would, considering this is like 7 minutes already, and my phone is never okay with me filming YouTube videos, ever. You know, it's fine, we don't need to draw our feet. I'm not good at drawing feet anyway. Yeah, this is my 6th sketchbook, and I've added a lot of color in it, and I really like, I was just talking about my OC like a minute ago, and now I'm just gone to talking about what sketchbook number I'm on. Probably because, like, I draw her so much. Like, I already drew her today, but I want to draw her again. Because there's, like, a main trio, and she's the protagonist, and then there's her love interest eventually, Calliope, and her best friend, Frankie, who she hasn't seen in years because he died. But then she also died. And Calliope's been dead for a while. They're all dead. And, yeah. I don't know, I'm trying to capture the feeling of having, like, a really chaotic, really tight-knit friend group. Because I had that last year. It is actually really, like, toxic, so I'm trying to figure out how to write it. Because I was trying to be like, all right, from life. And now I'm like, no. Because I was trying to make it, like, mine, but like healthier in a way. Not like the most healthy friend group, because like, come on, I'm a writer. I've been like writing like text novels since like a while. I even finished one with like a really old version of Calliope, and she used to be the protagonist, and her name was Midnight back then. And she is Sabrina's eventual girlfriend. But they have like a lot of build up. I'm trying to write like a good arc for them. I've got finished. I've improved. Yeah, the older novel I wrote was about 100 pages. It wasn't very good. It was called The Flowering Green or something like that, and I changed the title about 80 times. It doesn't have a similar plot at all. I just have like a very just passion project. I have a story I want to tell, and it's just the main story, but it also constantly changes because, wow, I think I messed up with her hair. I just don't like it. Maybe I need to make these braids shorter. Oh, it's already 10 minutes. This might need to be like a part 2 eventually, because my phone doesn't like when I record a lot at all. So I'm probably gonna have to like pause it. I'm continuing to say like, and I don't know why.